JB Morrow going, get your bag.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming back here, man. Welcome back to the channel of Ernest and Tyera. You know what I'm saying? If you watch our episodes from previous, we thank you. You know what I mean? We ask that you like, subscribe, comment. You know what I mean?
And share.
And share as well. You know what I mean? You're right. Thank you for all that. Not yesterday's. Last Wednesday's topic, you know what I'm saying? You know, the breakup before the breakup, we kind of didn't get as in depth with it as we wanted to. And we kind of going to like, I don't know if this is going to be like kind of lighthearted, but we gonna get back to the playful nature of the channel. You know what I'm saying? There are going to be times that we may get serious, but, you know, we don't want to get too serious, you know what I'm saying, and get bogged down week to week because we know that you guys got things that y'all got going on in y'all life, and, you know, this may be the channel that gets you away from that. But today's topic is the internet ruining relationships? You know what I'm saying? And I remember, because you kind of sent me this man's content.
Who?
We're not gonna shout nobody out on the channel, but you sent me this content.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah. We're not gonna shout nobody out on the channel like that. You know what I'm saying? But you sent me this joint. I don't know if this was like within the transition of us trying to figure out what we was gonna do, or we figured out we was officially back together now. Right. And a lot of men feel as though, I'm gonna say the one person name, Steve Harvey. We're gonna say Steve Harvey's name because he's already a famous, you know what I mean, personality. A lot of men feel like he panders to women along with a lot of other, you know what I mean, people that only side with women. You know what I mean? Steve Harvey has made the claim that, you know what I mean, a woman is the whole table, a man is not nothing without a woman, you know what I'm saying? And you know, certain things like that. And there are other content creators that have claims of, you know what I mean, men need to do this and men need to do that for women. And I remember when you sent me this clip, it was about the gentleman, you know what I'm saying, was saying, my wife don't do this, you know what I'm saying, she don't pump her own gas, I give her X amount of dollars, I do this and I do that and I do this. And I was like, okay.
Oh, wait, I sent that to you?
Yeah, you sent that to me.
I thought you was talking about somebody else.
No, you sent that to me. Actually, it's this video right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you sent it to me, and I was like, that's not a reality. And you was like, yes, it is. There's men that do that all the time. I'm like,
there are a lot of men that do that.
Okay, and this is the thing about it. This is why I say, is the internet ruining relationships? Because we have men that do this, and I'm not just going to just focus on the men that do this, because there are women that have a side that they say that women should do X, Y, and Z for men. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of women don't agree with. You know what I mean? And there's no common ground. It's like no common ground. You know what I mean? Women feel like we side with the man that's telling the men to do all of this, and men feel like we side with the woman that's telling the women to do X, Y, and Z, and there's no common ground. And I think both sides feel like when the other side disagrees with it, as if it's something that they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you send somebody that and they like, man, you make it, you give it the sense of, I don't want to do that. But in the life that we live in, that's not a reality. And if I could do that, I would do that. But I'm not in the place to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's looked at as though the man that you're talking to doesn't want to do that. You know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of men feel like certain people like Steve Harvey are putting women on pedestals, and men, we're in an unreachable state for a man.
I don't think that's putting women on pedestals.
Go ahead, I'm gonna listen to you. Why you think so?
No, I think that, I don't know, like, I think that when you're in a relationship, man and woman, husband and wife, whatever, girlfriend or boyfriend, I feel like that would be nice for men to do.
So then that means you believe in gender roles.
What does that mean?
Gender roles meaning that because I'm a man, I do this, and because you're a woman, you do that.
You said gender roles.
Gender roles.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess if that's what you say it is.
I'm just saying, like, it could be. It could be to that point, to that extent. It could be. Some people may see it as that.
I don't like pumping gas because I don't like the gas to get on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
So when I pump gas, I make sure I have gloves in my car.
Mm-hmm.
But also, sometimes it can be unsafe depending on the area that the woman is in for her to pump her own gas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is. Can I say straight?
Okay, you said it. You say straight.
Yeah, not everybody is straight.
Not everybody's licensed to carry.
Yeah, or have some kind of protection and protect themselves just in case if something was to like pop up.
But this is the thing I think about, like, and you can give your example to the woman, because I'm gonna play the clip just so we can hear it. I'm gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? The audio.
Can we
yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So we do that all the time. But I think that every loving man would also love to, you know what I mean, pump the gas for his wife. But in the situations where I can't, you know what I'm saying, am I less than because I can't? Like, a man that has the means, meaning that a man of money that has the means to do these things, I think when you put out content like that, it's detrimental because, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean has the means to? You mean saying men can't afford to pump gas?
No, I'm not saying men can't afford to pump gas, but like, if I don't have the luxury of time, like, we all are fighting for time.
Right.
So if I don't have the luxury of time to say, I'm going to be there to pump the gas, the man might have to work 16 hours and X amount. Go ahead.
So, like, from a couple videos that I've seen, when the man, you know, does make sure the wife or girlfriend tank is full, they usually do it, like, while she sleep or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll come home. They'll take her car to the gas station, fill her tank up or whatever, and then she don't have to fill it up to when, you know, he won't have to do it whenever, you know, when it's done. You
want to go through it so we could just, because we only talking about the one thing. Want to go through it so we get everything that he said?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. And here we go. We'll play.
My wife doesn't spend her own money. My wife doesn't pay bills. My wife doesn't put gas in cars. My wife doesn't take trash out. My wife is my full investment and I'm responsible for her. You men are making it too easy for a man to approach your woman. A man knows when a woman is unkept. A man knows when a woman's unkept. A man knows when a woman is tired. These men are approaching your women because you're not taking properly care of them. You'll never see my wife at a gas station. You'll never see my wife taking out trash. You'll never see my wife's hair not done, nails not done. You'll never see my wife looking tired. You'll never see my wife overly exhausted. You'll see my wife dwelling her feminine. Can't no man ever approach my woman, ever. Talking about, can I get your number? I handle things so great for her that if a man screamed into her ear, hey, look at me, she wouldn't be able to hear him. Our women are our full-blown responsibilities, and a man that can't take care of a woman does not deserve one. Make sure she's happy. Make sure she's provided for. Make sure she's stress-free. Make sure she's getting massages. Make sure she's pampered. Your woman, your responsibility. You have to take care of this woman from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. My woman. I'm going to make sure a man can never walk behind me. All praise is due to the Most High.
Okay. So you agree with that?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
No, but I'm just saying, see, this is why I think that this content is detrimental, because if I'm a man, right? If I'm a man without me, he a man with means, meaning that he's a man with money. So if I'm a man that don't have means to do that, now I'm less than because I can't do these things. Like, it's men that's trying to do everything that they can, and now because I can't do this, I can't do that, but I'm trying to put myself in a position now I'm less than because I can't do what my woman want me to do. And this man put it out there, and now my woman hear this, and she looking at it like, I would love to have that done. Well, damn, babe, I'm trying to get to that point, but you know I gotta do a double this, and I can't even pamper myself. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So the internet, I think that this is why, you know,
social media. You said social media.
Social media, the internet as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
because it's a lot of women that I watch that I'm subscribed to on my joint, and I'm not gonna lie, they pander to men. They are. I subscribe to them, and you know what I mean? When we was going through, I listened to their content very heavily. Women like, yeah, you know the woman that come out like, black men, you deserve love. Yes, you. Them women that do that. You know what I'm saying?
I love you.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But there are women, and you know why? Because women have phrases for them like, another man would be like, he a simp. That's what a man would say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like, woman would call another woman that does that, she's a pick me. That's the woman phrase, a pick me, because she's doing everything to get chosen. She putting herself in every place that she's a pick-me. You know what I'm saying? And the man would consider him a simp. So I think I'm not arguing what he's saying is wrong, right? But because he leave the context at that point and say, this is what a man should do. And one thing I'm going to say that he said that no man will never, that's a lie. Because I know a lot of dudes from North Philadelphia that was sleeping with women and they husbands was doctors. And I'm talking about cold bums.
All right, so maybe the husband wasn't around enough. If he adopted, he probably gone like.
But hold on, he didn't say nothing about
30 hours or whatever.
But if we just thinking of what he said,
right.
He didn't say nothing about me being there. He said my wife's gonna be pampered, this, that. He didn't say nothing about we gonna be out doing this, we gonna be doing this. He said that she's gonna be pampered, she's gonna get massaged, she's gonna be kept, she's not gonna be stressed. He didn't say nothing about what we gonna do in the relationship. And to me listening to it,
I would think that.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
I'm just going off of what he said.
Common sense, I would think that's all mixed in there. He's just not saying it because he says she won't be stressed and all that. So if he's not around, there will be stress. She will be stressed because she's not spending time with him.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just going off of what he said. Because he said that no man will never, and I'm like, that's not true. I know plenty of men that don't have nothing, that sleep with women, and they man got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say plenty because that's crazy. But I know certain instances, certain instances where a dude, I'm talking about cold bum. And she come, and a woman come, pick him up, give him everything.
Maybe money ain't got nothing to do with it. Maybe it's the way he treats her.
And
you know what I'm saying? Maybe
first
it's the time that he's giving her. Cause he, you know what I'm saying? Some doctors, they be gone for like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They work crazy hours, doctors. So maybe he was giving her the time, and you know what I'm saying? You know, I can't get the word. The time I can't attention that she wanted, that she was craving. You know what I'm saying? That she needed.
The balance in that has to be like, what do you want? Do you want the security of not having to worry about a bill a day?
Why can't I have everything? Why do I have to pick and choose which one I can have? Because
we live in the real world, and in the real world, you know that if a person going to supply you with security, that means that you don't got to worry about nothing. That means that I have to work to supply you with that.
Yes, but
I can't be here.
Work?
Yes, I do. Because think about how we work now.
You know the word I was about to.
I'm saying just think about how we work now, and we don't have the full autonomy of security. Just think about the hours that me and you both put in, right? And we don't have the full autonomy of security. We have the security of, man, if anything happened, babe, we could probably go a couple months, but then after that, I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't have the full autonomy, the full mindset to think like, with me doing this, as hard as I'm working, if anything happened, if I slow down just a little bit right now in my life with us trying to build everything, I don't know how long we can be cool.
Right.
So just imagine a person is going to tell you, you don't got to worry about nothing. And whatever you see, you want it, you get it.
Yeah, but
just imagine how that person has to work.
But that's what I'm saying. It's different job out there. That person could be at home, you know what I'm saying, or the boss.
But I also see Jay-Z going to work every day. I also see Jeff Bezos going to work every day. Elon Musk working every day.
You see them?
You
see them.
Well, of course I don't see them with my own eyes. I don't work side by side with them.
You don't know what they do.
But we know that. You don't know. But we know that they are still working in the fields that they're doing.
It could be easy work though that don't take away from the time.
Even if it is, even them men have filed for divorce. Their wives have filed for divorce. Elon Musk just went through a divorce with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
I can understand why.
All right, but no, I'm just gonna say like, listen, the internet does serve purposes.
I do agree with you. I do agree with you because I stay on Instagram and I be, you know what I'm saying, like, what do you call it? Where like I see someone's relationship on Instagram, like how
You become envious.
not envious, but I want that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to feel that.
But how do we even know if that's real? That's the thing about
We
it.
We don't. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not in there seeing what's going on, but from what they're portraying to me, I want that.
Yeah, but we already said, I believe in our first full episode, you know what I mean, after Who, What, Where, When, that to our family, it was perceived that we had the perfect relationship. So from the outside looking at us, and matter of fact, it was family members of yours that you know that somebody went to and said, I want what she got.
Right.
I'm jealous. And not really knowing, you probably like, girl, you don't want this at all. You don't, this dude right here, he not, you know what I'm saying?
So this is what, okay, so I'm not, when I'm watching these couples and stuff on social media, I'm not digging in deep, like, is it really like that? I'm looking at what they're portraying to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at behind the door if I was a fly on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at what they're portraying to me, and I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel that way. I want us to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching all these Disney movies and I'm looking for my prince, and this is how it's supposed. Same thing.
All right, first off, let's just, because we did use the young man's content. So shout out to Yada. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was Yada right there. I don't want to use his content and not give him the credit of it. You know what I mean? So shout out to Yada. But the funny thing about it, right, is that a woman will hear what he said and only take the good out of what he said. Because remember, he said, my woman is my investment. He started talking about a woman as a piece of property. But
you know what? I didn't even hear that part.
Yes, you did. I know. He said, my woman is my investment.
I didn't even hear that part.
Hold on. Let me see if I can go, because
I did not hear that part. I just heard all the other stuff.
Let's see. Because he almost started talking about the woman as a piece of property.
My wife doesn't take trash out.
All right, we heard that.
My wife is my full investment, and I'm responsible for her. You men are making it too easy for a man to approach your woman. A man knows when a woman is unkept.
He started talking about her as if she was a property.
When a woman's unkept.
And
a man knows when a woman is tired. These men are approaching your women and you're not taking proper care of them. You'll never see my wife at a gas station. You'll never see my wife taking out trash. You'll never see my wife.
Oh, it was another part where he referred to something.
You'll never see my wife looking tired. You'll never see my wife overly exhausted. You'll see my wife dwelling her feminine. Can't no man ever approach my woman. Ever. Talking about, can I get your number? I handle things so great for her that if a man screamed into her ear, hey, look at me, she wouldn't be able to hear him. Our women are our full-blown responsibilities, and a man that can't take care of a woman does not deserve one. Make sure she's happy. Make sure she's provided for. Make sure she's stress-free. Make sure she's getting massages. Make sure she's pampered. Your woman, your responsibility. You have to take care of this woman from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. My woman. I'm going to make sure a man could never walk behind me. Oh, bro.
My woman, my responsibility. See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm like, they ain't talking about like your property. Because we see other content where a man tell you, you can't wear that, you can't do that. You ain't my dad, you can't tell me what to do. I'm saying other content, not this. You can't wear that, you can't do that. I'm just saying other content.
Okay.
You can't tell me what to do, you ain't my dad. And you see in the comments, that's right, girl, he not your father, he can't tell you what to do. He just sitting in here, my woman, my responsibility. You are my investment. He's kind of saying the same thing, but because he's doing these things, he has the allowance to tell
her what to do. Is he telling her what to do?
Is he handicapping his woman though?
How is he handicapping?
Because if I'm doing everything for you and you're not doing anything.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. He just said.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I'm sure when you say everything,
we can't. But this is the thing about it. We can't add to it.
I'm not adding to it. Okay, because I've watched other things. Like I've watched a couple videos of his, and she takes care of the kids. So he's not doing everything for, you know what I'm saying? She's doing her part.
Okay.
She's taking care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, I feel like that's okay. That's how it was back in the day. That's how it is. It's said in the Bible, ain't it?
Yeah, but why do we get, we want tradition man with modern woman. So if that's
Am I modern?
Yes.
You're not.
You are.
You think I'm a modern woman?
Mm-hmm.
How? How do you think? How am I modern?
I think that you have a view. You have a no tolerance view of love, where you like, I'm not going through this, and that's what it is. And I remember when I was like, yo, love ain't always gonna be beautiful every day. You was like, well, if it ain't gonna be beautiful every day, I don't want it. And in my head, I'm like, well, if you're gonna say you're not a modern woman, Big Mama went through all that and stayed with Granddad. Not to say, and I'm not saying this to say that you have to. I'm just saying, but you want traditional man, meaning that I'm working. I'm going to work and I'm going to do this so that you can stay, like you said, in your soft era. Yeah. So I'm traditional man dealing with modern woman. Because traditional woman didn't argue with the man. Traditional man did what he did. He drove the car, and traditional woman said, yes, I'm going to follow you. And when you come home, the food's going to be ready, and the kids are going to be taken care of, and the house is going to be like this. Right? And it's even hard for me to even say that because it's content where Yada said that there are women out here tired and stressed because they're doing all of this, which is taken away from traditional women, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning that they're working. Now we got women working in the fields, and not the fields, in the work field. Right. You know what I mean? And also coming home and having to deal with the kids while the man is at home sitting in the chair. Now now he's switching it because now you went from traditional woman in the aspect of coming home to modern man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, both things can be true at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he was to put more context in it to say, do this for your woman, do this for your woman, and do this for your woman, and I'm allowed to do this because I am a multi-millionaire and I've built this up so I can do certain things for my wife that certain men can't. But if you can't, it doesn't mean that you don't love your wife any less. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not what I don't think that's what he's saying.
That's what he said.
I think you overthinking it.
I can only go by what a man said.
Right, but
as a man, we view things in black and white. We don't got gray areas. So is this
that's
or that?
why we're here to see the gray, to see.
But what if there isn't any? It's either yes or no. It's either right or wrong.
It's a maybe.
I don't know.
There's a maybe. There's always a maybe. You know what I'm saying? I mean. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying because I do watch him, and I also watch this other guy too.
But you don't think that you don't ever view that content as being detrimental when you're only saying what one side does good and what one side does bad? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if you view that like that, you know what I'm saying? That's your right. But to say that one side is always wrong and one side is always right, that's a skewed view. Like, you putting one party in the sense of nothing I do is going to be right because you're telling me I'm always right and they're always wrong. On both sides. And I don't want to just stick with him because, like I said, there are women that do it too. There are women that tell women, y'all not doing this, these men is tired, these men is doing this. There are women that do that too.
I've never seen their content.
You know why? Because when you sign into the algorithm, you tell Instagram or whatever social media site on it that you're a woman. This is why it's the algorithm. And when I sign into the algorithm, I tell it that I'm a man.
So because of that, you get stuff like that.
You think that Instagram isn't a commercial driven ad? So that when you go in there, you might see an ad for stilettos where it's like, why would we show him that? Show him something for like an Eagles jersey. So this is why it's driven like this. And I'm not trying to get deep, y'all.
I think we both should play our roles.
I do. I believe that.
On each side, and life will be much
I'm gonna say it like
better.
this. First off, I'm gonna say it like this. I do believe that the man should take lead in the forefront of the family.
Right.
Meaning that I should be the breadwinner. I should be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say a man should be smarter, but a man should have an intellect where I can guide my woman into, if she needs help, I can answer the question where she is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
that don't mean I'm smarter than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do. So what he's saying is true. A man should be these things in the family, but because of where we at in society and life, life twisting some people every which way but right. You know what I'm saying? No, life is putting hands and feet on people.
Hands and feet.
Hands and feet. So you know what I mean? It's literally, and we went through this with not our youngest son. Yeah, but not our youngest son, but our youngest. I don't like to call them my stepkids. We went through this with our youngest boy. You know what I mean? That is old enough to be out dating. Seeing how he gets so wrapped up into things.
He's the middle child, ain't
he? Yeah, he's the middle child.
Okay.
But like how he gets so wrapped up into things. And I always try to get him to understand, like, it's sad because you'll watch this so much, and like you said, you'll yearn for it. Like, I want a relationship. Yeah. And I tell him, like, bro, you a man, find your purpose, and the woman gonna come. If you find what you want to do out in life and run after that, you ain't gotta worry about no woman, because the woman gonna chase you. But because we look at the content like this, you'll get caught up in like, I gotta find the woman first, and then I gotta find out what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So it's almost it's very misleading. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, a lot of women have been waiting and waiting and waiting.
But waiting for what?
For that right person.
And I'm gonna say like this: to the woman that is waiting, I do believe that there are men out there, not Yada. There are men out there on the opposite end of what he do that are detrimental as well. The men that have been in relationships and been burnt, and now all their content is hate. These women ain't this, these women ain't this, these women. And then you got young men watching that, and they like, he right. I'll never get married because of what he said. Because of his experience, I'll never do that. So that's detrimental too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole main, y'all gonna hear me say this probably 100 times on 100 episodes. The whole main reason of us doing this is to be better, have a better form of communication with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because at times when it's just us, you make me laugh, that you show me things that other people may not see, that I want the world to see. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's needed. Like, I got tired of looking at content all the time, and it's just like, yeah, these women ain't doing this, these women ain't doing that. And I'm like, Dad, that's not true though. You know what I'm saying? And if you found the same way like I told you before when you said that your ex had cheated on you, and I was like, well, you vetted out the wrong person. The same thing go for them. If you feel like this woman scorned you or burned you, that was your fault. You vetted the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You should have took time to see who this person really is. And sometimes you do get burned. But I can't blame everybody. Like, people speaking absolutes and say, all woman is this, and I'll never get married, and I'll never do this. Our oldest son went through that.
He did.
I'll never do this, and I'll never have this, and I'll never have kids.
Have no children.
Yeah.
But he found somebody.
Yeah.
She changed
because it took time for you, like, you talking somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? You talking somebody else's life. Now, shout out to Yada, because there are men that are encouraged because of what he says and says, you know what, I need to do better.
Right. I just saw that. You saw like somebody had on that video.
Yeah. Listen, this is not me trashing Yada, because I subscribe to him. And I don't subscribe to him to be one of them men like, when hey. No, I don't do all that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do listen. And it's one time I think he was talking to a young lady, and she was talking about, this is why I like to watch things all the way through. She was talking about something. Yeah, you know, my ex, who I'm still interested in trying to rekindle my relationship with, but I let him go because, you know what I mean, all he wants to do is play the game. And I'm thinking like, damn, that's all I did at one point. But I'm like, but hold on. I was working crazy hours. Yeah. That was my getaway.
But you would stay up all night long. You and your brothers.
Yeah, I was. Shout out to bros. But you know what I'm saying? I would stay up all the time. So I'm listening, I'm like, oh, she's a hater. If that's what that man do, then you know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what he do. But I'm still going to listen.
To decompress.
But I'm still listening, right?
Right.
So she was like, yeah, you know, he stay up all day, playing the game all day. He works. He like, does he work? Yes, he works, but oh, well, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, well, you are absolutely right. He shouldn't do that. And somehow in the conversation, she got to the point where she said that I was helping him get his credit straightened out. You know what I'm saying? And he started missing work because of the game. And I'm like, oh, she is right. You know what I'm saying? Because if you missing work because of the game.
How you miss work because playing the game?
You can get, yo, listen.
Is that serious?
Yes, people will play the game to a detriment because you know why? The video game becomes the same way how you get caught up in Instagram and it's like your escape.
When I came home from work, I meant to like do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but Instagram is your escape.
I was on there scrolling, looking at reels for like 3 hours straight.
And that's the same thing for somebody else.
I didn't even realize all that time.
But that's the same thing for somebody else. Even though we look at people,
that's crazy.
like we look at people's lives, and you know what I mean. Rest in peace to the young man of the Dallas Cowboys that just took his life. We look at people's lives and we think like because they got money, they good. Some people just need an. Even with that, you looking at that, you like.
Yeah, some people need a.
Some people break. Still got so much that they dealing with. They like, yo, I can't take this.
Yeah, some people need
you know what I'm saying?
A mental break.
Yeah, so yo,
and medicine helps.
There's a lot of people going through a lot.
Medicine helps.
Well, we not going to condone. We prescribe medicine.
You
gotta be careful.
Hold on, I mean oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean like I'm prescribed. I meant like when you go to your doctor and you tell your doctor what's going on with your mental health. You know what I'm saying? And they will prescribe you something to help you through life. You know what I'm saying? And it does work. It really works.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think
you know
like once we reach that plateau, because we gonna speak in absolutes. Once we reach that plateau in life, I am gonna get therapy. Because
therapy. I ain't in therapy.
I'm gonna get therapy. I am. I'm saying like I'm gonna get therapy because
I heard that helps too.
I'm saying because where we grew up in Philadelphia is one of the worst areas in Philadelphia at the time that we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
It is not.
No, yeah. North Philadelphia is the poorest. So you can't compare. You thinking now where we looking at K&A at what it is now.
I'm not talking about K&A, but it's like
I'm listening.
Some parts of South Philly.
No, South Philly.
Southwest.
Never.
Southwest?
Never. You talking about where the Italians was at? Never.
No, I'm talking about Southwest.
No, North Philadelphia was always viewed as the poorest area of Philadelphia.
You said the poorest. I'm talking about the most dangerous.
Well, when the economic area, you know what I mean, is poor, that breeds, you know what I mean, danger. That breeds, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Man, I went to Southwest Philly sometimes. Somebody told me don't stop at no stop signs.
I'm just saying. I think that, you know what I mean, some of the things I saw, you know what I'm saying, and some of the things that, you know, I envisioned as growing up, you need healing from that.
You do. I've seen some crazy stuff.
And because of everything that we go through, we find these escapes in life, and social media becomes an escape in life.
It is my escape.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because only reason I use Yada because
he's popular.
I follow you, Yada. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if you'll see this. I follow you, and I'm not gonna act like I just know that how men view you. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to use that as a talking point.
Right.
Some things you say, I do believe are kind of detrimental, but in your life is where you built yourself up at.
And it's working for him.
It's working for him.
Now,
my thing is this. If y'all was to get out there and be like, listen, young man, this is how I did it. Bang, 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 bang. I'm like, I'm cool with that now because you showing us how to get to where you at. Right. And if you show me the steps, now, once you start saying do this, that, and the third, I don't got no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you can't come out every day and talk about something. Oh, y'all don't got no lobster? Y'all don't got no lobster? If y'all ain't got no lobster, y'all ain't eating. And you like, yo, but you ain't never show me how to fish. Oh, don't worry about that. You thinking some lobster. Because we got lobster over here. Y'all ain't got no lobster. But if you show me like, look, hey, yo, young brother, this is how you fish. Yeah. Then it's like, oh, all right. Now you can come tell me I don't got no lobster because you gave me the tools on how to get the lobster. You know what I'm saying? So the content that you're doing, man, keep doing it because it's men that I think women hold the key to men's motivation. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And unfortunately, some women only know how to motivate a man to get in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all a lot of men do.
That's deep, yeah.
Huh?
That's deep. I ain't know.
Listen, I'm saying, and some women can motivate a man that can be playing the game all day to be like, I love this woman enough that I want to make her life easier. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do that. I love this woman enough that, you know what? Let me go get these flowers for her that she said she wanted. Or I know every time we in the mall, she look at that bag, I'm going to do a little overtime so I can get her that bag. There are women that can motivate that. And unfortunately, some women don't know how to motivate men. You motivate man just to get in the bed. You know what I'm saying? That's still motivation, but you motivate a man just to get in the bed. So, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to pick on him, you know what I'm saying? And I understand the women that do like his content and follow his content, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I look around and I'm not speaking like I'm this high and mighty man, but a lot of times I look around, I don't see men that match up to me. And I'm not in here acting like I do a lot. I'm not acting like, yo, I do this, that. But I'm saying the things that I go through, not the things that I go through, the lift that I'm willing to go through for my family and the things that I do, I don't see a lot of men that's like that, that's willing to do that. And that's what we lacking.
Right.
We lacking that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A lot of men wouldn't have taken on someone else's kid.
And I remember I was the same dude.
Who said?
Listen. Hold on. No, cause I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna speak my truth. When we was in that break room, before we even thought about even dating.
Yeah, we were.
And I had some dudes out here. I was like, they suckers. I remember there's some dudes out here that's willing to take kids. I was like, they suckers. I'm not doing it. And next thing you know, I end up doing it.
Right. And I have, four children from a previous
Yeah, but
so
and I don't like that content either. I don't know if you see that content that speak down on, you know what I mean, men that are stepdads. Is a young lady that I seen on here who is a lady on here that got a stepdad, and she told a man a stepdad don't benefit none in the relationship. And she's like, I got a stepdad. My stepdad is beautiful to me, but what does he benefit in him coming into my life? You know what I mean? My brother, he don't benefit nothing. That's not his son. I'm not his daughter. And she's like, I love him, but he don't benefit none. And you know what's crazy?
Some will benefit if they don't have no children. If they don't have any kids, if they're unable to have children of their own, there is a benefit.
This is the weird thing about it. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna speak like this because I have the benefit of having stepkids and my own kids. Which, right? The benefit of it is, what do I benefit of me just helping my own kids? Like, it's just me helping another individual in life, right? Even though you mine, I'm helping you in life. So really, what do I benefit of my son if he become a multi-millionaire? I don't benefit from that. That's his life, right? So no, I'm just saying, the
what
way
you mean you don't benefit?
I don't.
If he a multi-millionaire, you won't benefit from that?
No, because I'm not looking for nothing from my son.
I am.
Well, I'm not. So the same way that I will help my son to be the best that he can be, same way I help another young man that I might bump into in the street. So that logic, and that's like a lot of people were saying that. I kind of hate that content too. Maybe we'll talk about it another day. But that logic mean that anybody that asks you for help, I'm not helping you. Because what do I benefit? Heck, no. What I benefit? Nothing. So we can't say that. So the answer, my answer would be to that question is, what was it? Is social media? Is the internet destroying relationships?
I would say no.
I would say yes.
That's my answer, no.
I would say yes because the internet is the loudest voice anywhere. The internet has more influence than me and you in our children's life.
Right. But I say no because me watching that relationship and wanting that kind of relationship kind of motivates me to be a better partner for my partner.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It makes me think, well, what am I doing wrong? That's, you know what I'm saying? Why is it me? Why isn't this working out? What do I need to change? So that's you may be a part of the few that think like that, because I guarantee you there's a lot of women that's like, you know what? He right, and I need a man that's going to do that. And these women need to understand that a man that can do that got a long line of women that's lined up trying to, get his attention. It's not just no one or two women that's trying to get his attention. Yeah. If a man can do all of those things that he said, he got a long line of women that's trying to get his attention. And you got to figure out what make you so special that he going to pick you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you his type.
You could be. You know what I'm saying? And it could be other stuff that come with him.
Yeah.
Because shit, if I got this, then don't get mad at me if I go out with somebody else on Tuesday. I'm just saying, but like I said, I do think that is detrimental because the internet is molding the next generation's mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with the relationships that they building and the impact and the influence and just the pressure that we see young girls putting on young boys to the point where you see this shit and it's like, you can't take me to Applebee's. I gotta go to Ruth Chris. What 18-year-old boy you think got the funds to do that? Ruth Chris is like your favorite restaurant, Del Frisco's.
But anyway, we gonna end this episode and we gonna see y'all next time.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank y'all again. Like always, man, you know, if y'all made it this far, thank you. Y'all made it deep into this episode. We were everywhere, but we did try to keep it on topic. As always, man, you know what I mean? Like, subscribe, share, comment, man. And we do comment back. And with that said, peace. We out, y'all.